Dragon Ball Super Manga Chapter 79 continues Gas vs Granola. As we saw at the end of the last chapter, Gas came in using his weapons that he can just manifest out of thin air and was destroying everyone. He beat the crap out of Granola, and now Goku's trying to hold him off as Vegeta gives him a Senzu, gives Granola a Senzu, so that he can achieve his revenge against the Heaters, fulfill his quest for vengeance, and take on the new strongest in the universe, Gas, head on, who is now an adult, based on his new wish. Now, just to briefly summarize first how we got to this point, in the beginning of the chapter, Elec says that he has some other important matters to attend to. He doesn't even want to go and see what's going on in the battlefield here. Instead, he sends Oil and Maki, who are picking on Minato, and once Granola eats the Senzu, he blows away Oil and Maki. He blew them into some rocks. Then Granola puts oatmeal back on his eye, and he unlocks his Sharingan once again, and his non-sniper eye now becomes a sniper eye as well, and now the battle is about to begin. Gas creates two shields on his forearms, and he tries to hit Granola with one of the shields, but Granola is able to dodge it. Then, Granola shoots several ki blasts with his fingers at Gas, but Gas stops them with his other shield. Gas throws himself at Granola with his two shields at the same time, but Granola dodges him, and Gas crashes into the ground. Gas changes his weapons this time and creates a spear, which he attacks Granola with, but Granola stops the spear and takes it away from him. Then, Gas creates several kunai and throws them at Granola, who deflects them one by one. Bro, I think Toyotaro been watching way too much Naruto lately. When Granola is prepared to attack Gas again, Oatmeal warns him that an iron ball is coming from above. Gas created it without Granola noticing, and he notices the iron ball is on a chain. Granola manages to stop the iron ball, but Gas makes it explode and creates a dust cloud between them. Granola can't see anything, but Oatmeal tells him that they're surrounded by something, and that's when we see Gas has created dozens of kunai that surround the dust cloud. Gas shoots all the kunai at the same time towards the dust cloud. Maki and Oil are happy because they believe Gas has finally finished Granola off, so their Oil and Maki are not dead, by the way. However, when the dust cloud dissipates, we see that Granola has managed to stop all of Gas's kunai with his hands, saying those techniques won't work against me. Goku and Vegeta are surprised to see how Granola is fighting. He's better than they even thought. Gas and Granola keep fighting. Gas creates new weapons like claws and another shield, and finally Granola manages to give Gas a powerful punch. So it seems like they're pretty even at this point. Gas creates a sword and attacks Granola, but he dodges it and kicks Gas. Goku and Vegeta wonder why Gas is only using his technique of creating weapons, so they assume that it's a new power obtained by the wish. Minato saying no, weapon creation technique is an original technique from Gas. He has used it for a long time. Okay, so that answers one of our questions there. Wow, Dragon Ball actually explains something. Gas creates rotating blades to attack Granola. However, Granola uses his eye and manages to stop the blades and then kicks Gas again. Granola is wondering why Gas only uses the weapon technique, and Maki realizes that Gas wants to defeat Granola using his own abilities. Yeah, he doesn't want the crutch or the handicap that's been given to him by the wish. He told Elec, I think I'm fine how I am. I don't think I need the wish, but Elec kind of urged him to take the wish. So I think he's trying to win here without using any of the wish's power. Gas creates a giant sword and keeps trying to hit Granola, but he can't. Granola asks Gas if that's all the power he has achieved, and that's when Gas says he will not be able to defeat him with only those weapons. Gas extends his hand and uses a giant ki attack. Goku and Vegeta are shocked to see Gas's attack. Granola asks Gas if he had been hiding that true power all along, to which Gas tells him that he wanted to defeat Granola using only techniques that he had polished over the years. So now he's tapping into the power that he's obtained from the wish, and I think he's going to start to overturn the battle here. Granola shoots a blast of ki at him, but Gas teleports in front of him using the instantaneous movement technique. Goku and Vegeta are both shocked again. Now Gas says something interesting here. He says, of course, I have the same power that you got. No, I have even more power than you. So they're going to start having this teleporting war. And if you remember from when Goku first battled against Granola, Granola teleported and it was even faster than instantaneous movement somehow. He said, I don't really know how I do it, but I can do it. And Goku acknowledged that that's just as fast, if not faster, than instantaneous movement, which is crazy. And not only that, Gas has also gotten this power. So it seems to me that like this dragon, for whatever reason or somehow, is giving these people all of these specific similar powers. And we've seen Granola use abilities similar to Hakai, and I believe that Gas is also going to use that here in this chapter, but let's continue. Gas and Granola hit and teleport using instantaneous movement several more times. Goku observes them, saying that the instantaneous movement technique, the Shunkai Ido, is an easy technique but difficult to remember. He's a bit annoyed that everybody is using it so easily. Granola is taking advantage against Gas little by little, since he's able to predict where Gas will appear after using instantaneous movement, no doubt because he has the Sharingan. Goku tells Vegeta to pay attention, since Gas is teleporting in an irregular way because he is not used to instantaneous movement yet. Remember, Vegeta can also use instantaneous movement now, but he only used it once, and then he said, I'm never going to use it again because that's Goku's technique, which is kind of silly. Granola manages to punch Gas in the stomach, but Gas returns the blow and is very angry. Goku tells Vegeta that he is right. Granola is much more precise, he still has a chance to win. The chapter ends with Granola looking defiantly at Gas, who seems angry and worried. So what this seems like to me is basically a repeat of the Granola versus Vegeta fight. If you remember, Vegeta was getting the upper hand on Granola, who eventually, finally started to unlock his true power through battle experience and win the battle from there on. So I think it's very obvious here, Granola, while he may not technically be as strong as Gas, he has already accumulated so much battle experience that he should have the upper hand, at least briefly, until Gas starts to unlock his own battle experience, to which he will probably take over as well. Then maybe Goku and Vegeta come in and help out, or something with Elec happens. But I think it's pretty evident here that Granola has the upper hand only because he has drawn out the power from the wish so far, and as Gas is trying to use instantaneous movement and losing because he's not used to using it, he will eventually get the hang of it and start to take the upper hand once again. It's going to be another very back and forth kind of battle, but I do see Gas actually winning this in the end, unless Granola is able to unlock something else on top, which is also entirely possible. Now, his two Sharingan could also be the deciding factor. If they're very similar in power levels, but Gas is slightly stronger and inexperienced, and Granola is experienced with two Sharingan, I would put my money on Granola. So yeah, another heavy combat chapter. I think the main thing here, the main takeaway is, what are these other matters that Elec has to attend to? I believe that the heaters will lose here. Potentially Vegeta at some point may unlock Mastered Ultra Ego in this arc, and maybe he'll be the one to take out Gas. I also think it would be cool to see Goku beat Gas, since Gas battled against Bardock in the past. That's another thing that maybe next chapter we'll get some more information. What happened in that battle between Gas and Bardock 40 years ago as Gas flew off to take him out? They never explained how Bardock won. Minato just said that Gas was very strong, but Bardock was able to do something, and they kind of got cut off before they explained how Bardock was able to win. Did he go Super Saiyan or fall Super Saiyan or something like that? So I think the next chapter we're going to get a lot more combat. I think Gas is going to start awakening his battle power, drawing out that power from the wish that maybe he doesn't have access to yet, just like Granola did. And maybe as Granola is laying on the ground, Gas will give us the whole backstory with Bardock. I hope so. And hopefully we'll also get the information about Frieza. Is Elec going to meet Frieza? Will Frieza come in and interrupt this whole fight? That's very possible as well. I think that has to happen at some point, since this whole arc started with Frieza and still revolves around him. In any case, we'll get the full chapter in a couple days here, guys, so make sure you subscribe with notifications enabled so I can do a full review for you. I'm Mastar. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.